Hi, my name is Guy Busby, and I'm the inventor of the full-out competition and training shoe. I've been a cheerleader for over 20 years. I started cheerleading in high school for my high school team, and then I was recruited for an all-star team. I then proceeded to cheer in college for the University of South Florida, and I was a UCA staffer for 5 years. I've owned my own gym for over 10 years now. I developed the shoe because over the course of time, the last couple of years, I've watched the kids in the gym, and I pay attention to a lot of shoes. I even see a lot of feet. So I noticed some problems with the shoes. I noticed that the shoes were, the shoes would get holes in them, either have blowouts in the toe, the sole of the shoe would wear out so much that they would have a hole in it, and also a lack of stability. Some of the shoes just seemed to be so light that they weren't stable enough for the kids. They were rolling a lot of ankles. I started working on the shoe over a year ago. Again, I started seeing problems in the shoes, so I started collecting all my kids' old shoes, and I take them home, and I piled them up in my garage, and I started taking them apart piece by piece, cutting them in half, seeing how they were made, trying to pay attention to where the problems were, and then kind of built it from there. We decided to come up with two versions of the shoe. The kids like to compete in a really light shoe. It makes everything that they do easier. But the problem with that is, with the super light shoe, you lose the stability in the feet. The kids are in these shoes, they're training, they're tumbling, they're doing a lot of impactive activities, and if the shoe is not stable, it doesn't keep the ankles from rolling, you get a lot more injuries. So what we decided to do is we decided to separate those things. We wanted to make a training shoe that was going to be a little bit heavier. It's going to strengthen up their ligaments, their tendons, their muscles, doing the things that they do and make them stronger. But we also didn't want them to have to compete in that heavier shoe. So we went ahead and did a competition shoe. The shoes are pretty much the same. They're going to feel the same. The difference is going to be in the weight. So they're going to train in that more stable shoe. It's going to keep them safer, and it's also going to build their muscles and strengthen them. And then when they go to compete, they're going to be able to put on that light shoe, and it's even going to give them that extra edge. As far as getting to the point where I can develop the shoe, I had some friends and some clients in the business here that were in product development, and I mentioned the idea to them. They thought it was an amazing, great idea, and they were interested in backing me up, so we got together and we made it happen. So we've gotten to the point where we are, and now we need a little bit of help. We need some support. If people are interested in the shoe, they like the idea, if they could come in and purchase on the pre-sale, that's going to help give us the funds to take the next step to get where we need to be. What we're offering in the pre-sale is, if you support us and you buy our shoe, you're not only going to get the competitor or the trainer, you're going to get them both. The reason we want to do that is because they spend a lot of time in the gym on the floor, so that training shoe is the shoe that's going to get beat up. It's the shoe that's going to get dirty. And then when they go to competition, they're always going to have that super clean, super light, nice shoes they're going to be put on for competition. Also, what that means is that our shoe is going to last you a lot longer. You're not going to have the blowouts and the holes that you get worn in the other shoes over the course of time with wear and tear. The product development team that I've brought in, not only do they have marketing, they have multiple manufacturing sites ready to go for the production of the shoe.